Simpleton went there and hewed away at the tree, and when it fell he saw, sitting among the roots, a goose with feathers of pure gold. He lifted it out and took it with him to an inn where he intended to stay the night. The landlord had 3 daughters who, when they saw the goose, were curious to know what wonderful kind of bird it was, and ended by longing for one of its golden feathers. The eldest thought, "I will wait for a good opportunity, and then I will pull out one of its feathers for myself." And so, when the simpleton was gone out, she seized the goose by its wing, but there her finger and hand had to stay, held fast. Soon after came the second sister with the same idea of plucking out one of the golden feathers for herself, but scarcely had she touched her sister than she also was obliged to stay, held fast. Lastly came the third with the same intentions, but the others screamed out, "Stay away! For heaven's sake, stay away!" But she did not see why she should stay away, and thought, "If they do so, why should not I?" and went towards them. But when she reached her sisters, there she stopped, hanging on with them, and so they had to stay all night. The next morning the simpleton took the goose under his arm and went away, unmindful of the 3 girls that hung on to it. The 3 had to run after him, left and right, wherever his legs carried him. In the midst of the fields they met the parson, who, when he saw the procession, said, "Shame on you, girls, running after a young fellow through the fields like this!" And forthwith he seized hold of the youngest by the hand to drag her away, but hardly had he touched her when he too was obliged to run after them himself. Not long after, the sexton came that way, and seeing the respected parson following at the heels of the 3 girls, he called out, "Ho, your reverence! Whither away so quickly? You forgot that we have another christening today." And he seized hold of him by his gown, but no sooner had he touched him than he was obliged to follow on too. As the 5 tramped on, one after another, 2 peasants with their hoes came up from the fields, and the parson cried out to them and begged them to come and set him and the sexton free. But no sooner had they touched the sexton than they had to follow on too, and now there were 7 following the simpleton and the goose.